Hello, algebra students. Let's review solving equations. So first example says -2 equals x over 9, or another way to think of that is x divided by 9. Now, don't panic at the sight of a fraction bar. Remember that the day you got the equation, that two-sided math sentence with an equal in between, you got the power to get rid of fractions. That's right. We've got the power when we have an equation to do whatever we want as long as we keep the two sides of the equation equivalent. And so we're going to use that power here to get rid of this bottom of this fraction. All right, so remember what x divided by 9 means, or x over 9 means, I should say. It means dividing. And we know we can get rid of numbers by doing the opposite to an equation. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this whole right-hand side and do the opposite of dividing by 9. Well, the opposite of dividing by 9 is multiplying by 9. Now, careful. I want that up on top. X is dividing by 9, so I'm multiplying x by 9. That's the opposite. Dividing x and multiplying x by 9. And I can do whatever I want as long as I do it to both sides of my equation. So I'm going to take the -2 on the left-hand side, and I'm also going to multiply it by 9. All right, on the right-hand side, dividing x by 9 and multiplying x by 9 are opposites. They cancel, so x is alone, just like I wanted. Woohoo, fraction, gone. Woohoo, power. And then on the left-hand side, there's the math to do, and you can do it in your calculator, but 9 times -2 is -18. And this is a fine answer. -18 is equal to x. Most of the time in math, you'll see it written the other way around. X is equal to -18. So if it's like that in your answer key, don't freak out. But they both mean the exact same thing. So yay, you know what x is. X is -18. Strong work. Now let's look at the next example. 4x plus 7 equals 19. Now, again, we have an equation, see that equal sign, which means we have two expressions equal to each other, which means we have the power to solve, figure out what x is equal to. But this time I have a couple of numbers to get rid of, that 4 and that 7. Remember, when we're solving, we're getting rid of math. We're working in, we're using opposites. We're working in the opposite order, opposite operations. Everything's the opposite. So even the order of operations will be working backwards. Move anything that's adding or subtracting first, as long as it's not in a group, okay? Because groups come last. But here's this plus 7 that is not in a group, and so I will get rid of it first by doing the opposite. Now, can I do that? Yes, you can be disobedient, as long as you keep both expressions equivalent. So make sure you jump across that equal sign, do the exact same thing. That's the only thing that makes that legal. Adding 7 and subtracting 7 are opposites. I've got a 4x left on this side. And that's going to be equivalent to 19 minus 7 is 12. Am I done? No, I'm not. X is not alone. I still have another number to get rid of, the 4. 4 is currently multiplying, so if I want to get rid of it, I do the opposite. I divide by 4. And I can do whatever I want as long as I do it to both sides. That's the only thing that allows us to be disobedient, is when we're doing it to both sides, keeping them equivalent. So multiplying by 4, dividing by 4 are opposites. They cancel. X is alone. Hey. That's what we wanted. I'm feeling silly this morning now. And 12 divided by 4 is 3. X is alone. Sweet. I'm done. X is equal to 3. Okay. Good little refresher. Now, go ahead and, do those rest of those examples. See if you can handle when simplifying and solving are all mixed up. Happy learning, you guys.